What's up? I got a few talking points I want to talk on about the NBA. Okay. First, I would love to get to this Jimmy Butler guy. Jimmy Buckets is what they've been calling him. That is a deception. That man does not play basketball. He attends basketball games. If you don't know, by the time you get to the finals, or even the conference finals, that it takes you at least two 40-point games to win a championship, then you don't deserve to be there. I'm sorry, listen, I'm just a washed up basketball player who's trying to make his way back. But I'm gonna tell you this, I could give you better buckets than Jimmy Butler's giving you right now. He's not even giving you an effort. He's not even looking at the rim when he gets the ball. But he'll try to do little impactful things like, the last minute of the third quarter, the last second, he's going to try to make a crazy jump shot, which he'll probably make because that's him. But he's not present at all in the game. I hope you guys pay attention. I looked at his stats. He's averaging like 21.4 points in this series. That is horrible. That means you are not a student of the game. You do not read anything about the game. You don't watch film. You don't see yourself looking stupid as hell, wasting people's time and effort where they could be doing something else. You got us watching this finals, knowing it should have been a sweep, but the NBA does not do sweeps anymore. They do gentlemen sweeps because nobody's gonna watch if you sweep people. The Nuggets, they should have gave them the championship before they even got to the finals because the Heat don't have it. If Hero's not playing, Hero's not even that good to make much of a difference anyway. Okay? So Jimmy Butler is just an average player who could play a little bit because he's stronger than most people every once in a while. But he does not take the game serious. That's why nobody gives him any notoriety before the season starts. That's why he chills during the season. Because he waits to the finals. Because listen, that's how I was too. You wait to the big specific, the good games, you're going to get somebody to start showing out. Listen, I would do that. But I'm not going to give you just 25 points and see that, I lost when I gave you 22 points or 21 points or below 26. But we won when I did 26 and above. You should know that. Why do I know that more than you do? Nobody in the team has told you, bro, listen, you need to go ahead and play some basketball. Like, I don't know if you collecting a check or you just out here listening to country music, whatever it is, but you need to check in. Be present in the game. I want to see some of these. Give me one of those give me like 6 of those every quarter. Every quarter, just 6. Just give me looks at the rim. Just get the ball and look, and then just pass it off. All right. Just make it seem like you're gonna do something other than pass, because that's what we know what you're gonna do. And it's easy to guard the Heat. You don't do nothing but shoot threes. You're too short for the Nuggets. Listen. The Nuggets are tall. They have tall around the perimeter because they know Jokic doesn't play great defense. Okay? If you have a center that doesn't play great defense, you put tall people around him because you know everybody in the NBA is trying to shoot threes now. It's simple. Why? I don't understand how it's so hard for people to understand how easy basketball is. It's chess within chess. It's easy. I don't get it. I was having a conversation with a friend and he's telling me how the Heat are actually better than the Nuggets. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you watching that I'm not watching? He's like, yo, Jimmy could pull it out. Jimmy Butler's this. I'm like, what? Who are you watching? What are you watching? He's like, last game. I said, yo, you don't look at the dynamics of the game and realize this is entertainment. This ain't real basketball no more. This ain't real no more. These guys ain't really trying to win no championships. They're just trying to attend to get more clout. More followers, more YouTube, but these guys ain't worried. Listen, these guys don't love basketball anymore. That's why I think that I'm about to try to get my butt back into the game because these dudes really don't take it serious. And I could squeeze out 40 till 43, 44. My body is right. I haven't done anything since I was 18. So, for real. Then another thing, let's go to the Joker. I'm gonna tell you this right here, right now. Joker is the baddest man on the basketball court every time he gets on the court. Know why? Because he's methodical. A scary ass person is methodical. That's a scary, quiet person. He's gonna slow, and then he's slow. So that's like Tim Duncan with the mind of Tim Duncan, but he could put you in a dream shake type situation, but it'd be slow. And you'd be like, where'd he go? And then listen, if a man makes LeBron and AD two tall dudes, LeBron is 6'10". Let's go ahead and admit it, 6'10". LeBron is 6'10", AD 6'10" as well, okay? 6'11". When them boys was guarding him as hard as they could, and he put their hands up, and he's cocked that and went like that. That means you a hooper, bro. That means you a hooper. You certified hooper. He said, and look dead serious. Like, you can't do nothing but just, you got it, bro. You got it. That's why LeBron and them sat to the side, man. Step to the side. But the reason why I feel like it's a good thing that he don't care about records, that shows that he truly cares about the game. He loves the game, the purpose of the game. He don't care about winning championships. He don't care about none of that. That's fun. That's probably gonna be fun to him because he's gonna win this one next game. But this man is he's slow. That's gonna drive you crazy because when you want to move so much, when you want to guard him, just keep moving. He's gonna just piss you off by just backing you down or using his body on you. Slow people know how to use their body because they have to think to be more aggressive, better at something, or do one little thing differently than most people that aren't big or aren't as fast or are fast can do. That's how I know that's when my IQ went up. When I couldn't move as fast as I wanted to, I started realizing, I could slow the game down in different ways. Like, Joker is a point guard who happens to be a 7-footer. He could play shooting guard. You could tell he literally played outside a lot. You could tell he played outside a lot, and he was just a lot bigger than everybody, so they made him go shoot jump shots. That's what happens when you're too big and you score every time down in the paint. They make you shoot jump shots, and then he probably got good at that, and then he had to play against the older people. Like, I think it's a good thing that he don't care about these records. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think that more people should care about should care less about records, because you got people like LeBron. Love LeBron. I am a huge LeBron fan. I'm just an honest critic, okay? LeBron, I've seen from the minute he got in the league that he was only about longevity and stats. If you ask me, LeBron could have won this. He could have won at least 2 games with the Spurs. He could have beat the Spurs in the finals back when he was young. But he knew that was going to take a lot of years off of his body. He knew it was going to take a lot of years, and he's a thinker, bro. He's a thinker. Went to Miami, lived his college life. Figured out how to win a championship a little bit. But if you remember the first finals, he didn't show up at all. LeBron didn't show up at all. And that's what made people start thinking like, this dude, I don't know. Like, LeBron never really had a bag. He just was more athletic, taller, stronger, quicker. Like, he never had a bag because he never had to. He could just bully you or whatever. And then he was trying to figure out, I honestly feel like he was training a lot of the time. He was just going through the motions during games. Like, he wasn't, like, you never really seen him go hard other than maybe against Boston that one time. Like, you've seen him go hard maybe, that game he had was 30 points in the first quarter last month. We've never seen LeBron play hard, ever, because LeBron would murder everybody. I just want to let you know that right now. LeBron would murder everybody on the court because he's so big. But I think that it also, the way he plays, it kind of hides his IQ. It hides his flaws as well. They say his high IQ is huge, but your IQ is not that huge if you do the same step back every time for all these years and still don't hit it. Your IQ is not that bit high if you can't shoot free throws. I'm sorry. That's something so simple. You can't shoot threes at all. Like that, like, love you. I swear to God, I love you. I swear to God, I love you. But I'm a critic. But I've been holding this in for years. Like, a lot of these guys don't, like Shaq. I always was a Shaq fan. But I never understood why you just don't want to get in shape. If you know that you can dominate, because listen, a lot of time domination is here. And once you unlock the domination, you can lose mad weight and get faster, or you get slower, and you still know how to beat people up, dominate people. There was nobody in the league that could touch Shaq when he was really his point guard self. Back in college, back in first year in my Orlando, Shaq was a house. He was coming out of court, crossing people up and dunking, breaking rims and like backboards, and like I always said to myself, if he gave Kobe at least 80% effort, bro, they would have had at least 2 more chips. Kobe wouldn't have been Kobe the way you think of Kobe now, but I think he would have, because he would have learned how to really Kobe was sick. Kobe was sick in the head. He knew, and then he also had Jordan. I knew that Jordan was talking to Kobe. I always knew that because there was no reason why somebody has a blueprint and you're not like, yo, get beefing with this person. You're not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew. Anyway, but I always said to myself, why Shaq won't just lose some weight and give Kobe, because they would have been, and then his free throws, all right, his wrist, cool. But if he moved his feet a little bit quicker, he would be able to protect the perimeter a little bit easier, and then they wouldn't be able to do the Karl Malone pick and roll, give and go, stuff that they used to kill him with it, because they knew that he was a step too slow, and he'd get the foul. So, and a lot of times he was not going to take that foul. So he'd try to punch it. But and same thing with like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, I listen, I never thought he was a great player. Never thought he was a great player. I thought he could be a dominant player, but I didn't think he was going to be great. Hall of Fame, of course, because of his height. He was more of a aesthetic guy. He made people think that he was really good because he was aesthetically pleasing, and it was scary to people who didn't work out. Like at that time, I don't think really too many people were lifting weights like that in the NBA at that time. And he had them huge shoulders. I think that's also the reason why his back started hurting, because you get big shoulders like that, and maybe your lower half isn't that strong. Trust me, I know. Then I want to go. Finally, I want to go to this. This is important. This is daring to me, because I want to talk about Zion. Listen, people, I want to make sure you hear me. Listen to me. You probably don't have Zion money. So if you don't have Zion money, you can't really say nothing about Zion. I'm a critic right now, but I'm going to be real with you. Marriage is like a gimmick. Sorry, the women ain't acting right no more. They want to go out and twerk and fuck everybody anyway, so why can't men? Especially when they got money. See, what Zion did is a power play. That's something that people with money do. In the near future, every girl's gonna have an OnlyFans. Every person is gonna have an OnlyFans. Not just for that, but also for video games and whatever it's gonna be a normal thing to just get paid to live your normal life. Just like YouTube and all these other places, okay? It's gonna start doing that. They're gonna monetize everything. Because how else are they gonna pay you to live? You gotta work, okay? And the computer's about to take that. The robot's about to take all that. Whether you believe it or not, the next 10 years, you out of there, buddy. So if you don't learn this social media stuff, you're in for a rude awakening, okay? That's why I'm up here talking to you guys, because I know that my personality can actually go somewhere. But anyway, this is gonna be clout for the kid. By the time the kid's born, the kid's gonna be rich, and then his mom's gonna be a porn star, or whatever, P-star, or known as the clout kid, the clout Zion kid. That's like Scottie Pippen, like Michael Jordan. Everybody pays attention to who their kids are. You know how much money the Kardashians and them probably make off of their kids just being known? You got Beyonce, you got her daughter out there dancing now. It's about the kids. It's not about what you think. It's not about what you think. These kids ain't even gonna know each other. They're not gonna talk to each other. They're gonna talk to each other on video games and stuff like that. Like, it's gonna be a whole different way to communicate in the next couple years. And it's gonna be dope to have a P-star as your girl or your baby mom, because they're gonna be able to be real with your children. These women nowadays they're not built to raise kids and have kids. They want to be out in the club. I see a girl, she's out every week. Every week she out somewhere, and she got a grown little kid. Every week she out somewhere. Take your kid with you. Why is your kids living life without you so much? Why are you comfortable with that? I don't understand that. So I think Zion's making a good idea, making a good decision. Whatever, you're young. You got money to make mistakes. This girl can be a good mom, or she could be a bad mom. You could take the kid. You got the whole NBA to take care of that kid. Steph Curry, the NBA took care of him. Kobe, you gotta think of all the new NBA kids. These kids are blessed. I wish I would have thought of this stuff back when I had my turn to make it. These kids are blessed, and it's a cult or so, like a gang to get into. It's a good thing. It's like a fraternity. It is a fraternity. They call it a fraternity. It's a fraternity to get into. If you are approved to get in, you're gonna get in, and then you're never gonna leave. Like you're always gonna be taken care of. You're always gonna be known when you walk on a court or whatever. But if you're somewhat of a good player, you apply yourself a little bit. Because I come to find out, no NBA player really applies themselves. You give me a contract, I'll make myself the next LeBron at 36. I promise you that. Because I know how to work out. I don't need a trainer. I don't need, I could do all this stuff on my own. I've studied and done it to my body and trained, you know what I mean? So like, all in all, what I'm saying is nobody takes the game serious anymore. I used to think it was such a beautiful game to watch. I barely watch the finals. I listen to it. I put it on stream, but I do not pay attention to it because first of all, Jimmy Butler should not be out there playing no basketball with anybody. He should be out there playing with OKC. He's that type of player. Make them look better. Like the Heat. Anyway, the Heat are not supposed to be in the finals. The Celtics messed themselves up. If the Knicks could have got rid of Randall, they would have been fine. They would have been somewhere. Get rid of Randall, Knicks. Please get rid of Randall, unless somehow Randall could figure out how he does not need to shoot jump shots and be in control of the ball all the time. You guys don't, listen, you got to start being brutally honest with these kids. Listen, Randall, today you are not doing it. It's not, I don't like the way you walked into this court today. You're not going to get too much. I'm going to give you minutes, but I'm not going to let you really shoot the ball or anything. You just, until you get into you got to have IQ. You got to know this game. If you know that you're not making jump shots, go for a layup. Get your confidence up. Don't keep shooting jump shots. It's the dumbest thing you could do. Did you ever see Michael Jordan keep shooting jump shots if he was missing? No, he'll take it to the hole. He'll take it to the hole. Go for a layup. Go for a midi. You know what I mean? Little something like that. Dunk on somebody. Get his confidence up. These guys listen. The NBA needs to also implement that every team should have one player that's like a veteran. Like a damn near retired veteran. But that's a dope dude, like an Iguodala, Haslam, even like a Morris Brothers, like guys that could actually sit and chill with you and talk to you, especially the young boys. They need somebody to talk to, So I just feel like that's what the NBA is really missing. It's time that we get real. Let's be real. Let's have these conversations. So, but yeah, no, Jimmy, I'll probably never watch you again, bro. I can honestly say that. You ruined how I look at basketball, because you're such a great human. You got a great shape, body, physique, and you talk a good game, but you don't play a good game at all. You are one of the most boring people I've ever seen play basketball. And you don't do anything to help your team out. When you know your team is down, you don't try to look at the rim. You don't do anything. So I'm gonna stop harping on him. I think nobody's probably talking to him right now. I'll be mad at him. Listen, honestly, if I was on his team, I'd be like, I'll put Kyle Lowry in your position, bro. I'll get anybody. I just got to get a flame up at that. You talk about how every other team that you went to, you said the T-Wolves, you said the 76ers didn't play, they didn't have the energy, this and that. And you ain't playing with no energy. None. What do you, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house, little. Okay? Because at some point in time, somebody gonna come and throw a boulder through your joint, and you are looking real suspect on the court right now, bro. Suspect. Well, I don't want to get out of here. I don't want to really go too far in, but that's just what I think.